it was a great move. It was a very smart move. A move they probably should have announced even sooner. But getting out of that window, put onto the February 14th date, ensures that Alita... Look, it doesn't ensure that Alita Battle Angel is going to be a hit. Don't misinterpret me. Don't misquote me. But I'll tell you what, whatever amount of money this movie makes on that February 14th weekend, I'm going to tell you right now, it's more money than it would have made if it opened on December 21st. Of that, I have no doubt. Now, whether this movie makes $100 million, $300 million, $800 million, I still have no idea. All I know is that this movie is going to make more money than it would have on December 21st. And on that level, it was a really good move. Yes, it meant by moving to February 14th, it necessitated moving X-Men Dark Phoenix, but hey, if that's what you got to do for business, that's what you got to do for business, and that's fine. Now, I still don't know what to expect out of this movie, to be honest with you. I thought the first trailer sucked. I don't think Robert Rodriguez is on a very good hot streak as far as the films that he's producing has to say. But on the other hand, the second trailer for this movie I thought was quite phenomenal. It really was. I was not impressed with the first trailer. Second trailer got me on board. So I don't know what to expect from this movie anymore, but moving it to February was a very, very good move on their part. All right, let's move on to the third email topic in today. And the third emailed in topic today comes to us from Keyshawn Watkins, who writes, "Hey, John, big fan of the show." Thank you so much, Keyshawn. "Reports have said that Fox is re-releasing Deadpool 2 as a PG-13 film on December 21st. Some have speculated that Disney requested Fox to make the PG-13 Deadpool so he can fit in with the MCU. But obviously Disney doesn't own Fox yet. In reality, it's all a matter of money. What are your thoughts?" Yes, this to me is one of the most fascinating things we've seen in movies in a long, long time. The whole thing about Deadpool is getting a re-release, but it's going to be a PG-13 cut. Now, there have been these ridiculous... If you hear anybody saying, "Oh, they're doing because Disney asked for PG-13," just brush those people away. That's nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. This is about them making some more money. And I think it's also about them making some pretty funny changes. Look, I do not think this is about, oh, we've got to get Deadpool down to PG-13. I think this is going to be a big joke in a good way. I think this whole thing about them re-releasing Deadpool 2, I think they are re-releasing. I don't mean it's a joke as in it's fake, but I think they're going to do it. And the whole conversion to PG-13 is going to be a part of this huge meta joke. And I think it could be really funny. If anything gave us an indication of this, is when Ryan Reynolds put out this image the other day of him clearly, with Fred Savage, clearly recreating the epic classic scene from A Princess Bride, where instead of, the grandfather sitting there telling the story, you've got Deadpool there telling him some story. And if you look at the book, if you look closely at the book that Deadpool is holding, on the page there, it's a drawing of Juggernaut, it looks like, ripping Wade Wilson in half, which is hilarious. I think the point of this is really not about, oh, we've got to get Deadpool down to a PG-13. I don't think that's the point of this thing at all. I think the point of this is to make a huge running gag about trying to transform this insanely hard R-rated film into a PG thing and scope it into the context. And the first trailer to Holmes and Watson has come out. Number one, I am a massive fan of when these guys get together, particularly in Step Brothers. Step Brothers, one of my all-time favorite comedies. I think it's one of the most underrated comedies ever made. I laugh myself sick stupid when I watch that movie. There's something very special about Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly on screen together. When these guys are on screen together, something really special comedically happens. And I have been fascinated by this idea of Holmes and Watson. Their own kind of take an iteration on the Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson motif. Super excited about. Trailer drops the other day. It sucks.
Oh, shit.
It sucks. It's all subjective. You may love it, and that's great. But for me, unbelievably disappointed. Unbelievably disappointed. It came across as sad.
Your Majesty, may I present to you the greatest detective of all time, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. John Watson.
I love you. Watson. Oh! What a looker, right? She is stunning. Sherlock Holmes. His methods are ingenious. Right there. He's a master of disguise. What have you done with Sherlock?
Why, Watson? I never left. Amazing.
And his mind is brilliant.
Angle of approach, compensate for warping floor, termination of mosquito.
Well done, Holmes.
Oh my God! Watson, stop panicking! A murder in Buckingham Palace.
Solve this case in 4 days or I will kill the Queen. Signed, Professor James Moriarty.
Come, Watson, we have a killer to catch.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Shall we begin the autopsy? Dr. Grace Hart.
A woman doctor.
Impossible. Fortunately, we have a real doctor.
Yeah? Would you like some heroin?
I have 2 days left to live. Solve this case.
Her Majesty, would you mind if we had a picture together?
Watson, who's going to take the photograph?
I will take it. You see, it's sort of a self-photograph.
He's a real fan.
I swear, I never do this. Hey, girl!
Hey, girl! Over by the window, the lighting's much better.
Yes.
Mum! Oh my God!
Mother of shit!
Yeah, it does look like shit.
Bad and pathetic and unfunny, and the only thing I even marginally grinned at, and this is painful for me because if you guys watch my show, you know how excited I have been for this movie. I've been very intrigued by this movie, very excited for it. I love these guys together. I still do. But the only thing in the trailer that made me even remotely grin was that kind of one gag where he's got the huge camera apparatus on the sticks and he's holding it up to do a selfie. Okay, that was funny. But then the running joke with the Queen's like, hey girl, and making signs, that was just pathetic. But that was kind of indicative of the entire trailer. It just wasn't funny. And I'll be honest with you, as much as it pains me to say it, it's like, it honestly reminded me of the absolute lowest common denominator humor like that we got out of Meet the Spartans. And remember those trash spoof movies? This felt, instead of an iteration, a comedic iteration of it, which is what I was looking forward to, it came across straight as pure spoof. And fine, do as pure spoof then. But it came across as terrible spoof. Unfunny. The jokes seemed I don't know what to say, guys. I'm very disappointed. Now, I am keeping in mind that we have often seen bad trailers to great movies and great trailers to bad movies. Just because a trailer sucks doesn't automatically mean the movie will suck. Not at all. I'm still going to go see this movie. This is still Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly working together. I'm still going to be there to see it, and I'm just going to hope that this is a case of just terrible marketing. But I'll tell you what, guys, my anticipation level for this movie has just dropped like a rock in the lake.
Bottom.
Just dropped like a stone in a lake. So it's just taken some. It's made my heart sad. This trailer made my heart sad. There, put that on your poster. John Campia says the trailer for Holmes and Watson makes my heart sad. Yeah, it made my heart sad. Well, I don't know how you. Maybe some of you guys loved it, and that's great if you did, and I'm happy if you did. But yeah, for me, man, I don't think I could be more disappointed. I really don't. But hey, is what it is. All right, let's move on to the 5th email today. And the 5th email today comes to us from Adam Choate, who writes, my brother canceled his MoviePass account weeks ago, but they gave him an option to return with a new plan. He canceled again, and now they're saying he's part of a select group who will be automatically returned to a new plan unless they opt out. They say this will be the final cancellation, but this sounds very shady and illegal. Canceled should mean canceled. Thoughts? And oh my goodness, our friends at MoviePass are back in the news again. And once again, they're back in the news for all the wrong reasons. Here's the basic gist of it. I've told you guys, this company is shady. In my opinion, strictly in my opinion, this company, I've been saying this for a while, is shady. Really underhanded. First of all, they've changed their terms of use again. They've changed their terms of use, like, I'm not exaggerating, about 7 or 8 times in the last 4 months. Now the way MoviePass is this, 1 movie a day for any movie. Now it's 1 movie a day for movies, but maybe not really popular ones. Now we're changing the prices. Now we're not. Now you can only see 3 movies a month. Now you can go back to unlimited. No, now we're 3 movies a month again. Now we're this price. No, now we're back down to this price. Now we're going to have 1 movie that you can watch once a month. And now, like, they've just changed. They've shown they don't know what they're doing. This kind of chaos just tells me you don't know what you're doing. This is an incompetent group, in my opinion. Anyway, here's the new shadiness that they're pulling.
Literally
in
all
a desperate
spells.
attempt to try to rip off as many people as possible. Here's my understanding of it. So, back, not so long ago, when they changed their terms of service to reflect that, hey, when you signed up for MoviePass, it was unlimited movies, 1 a day. Now, we're changing it to 3 movies a month. You have to come in and opt in for that new change and acknowledge that you accept this new change, or, you know, we're terminating your membership, we're canceling your membership, we're suspending your membership, you're no longer going to be charged. Okay, at least that's the proper way to do business. Saying, hey, we're making a fundamental change to our business and not giving you what we promised you. Therefore, if you want to stay on with us with these new limitations, come in and opt in. Otherwise, we're going to suspend your account. We're not going to charge you anymore. That's actually pretty good. That's above board. That's the proper way to do it. I mean, it's stupid that they made that change, but at least they conducted the change in a good way. Now comes the shadiness. See, now they're reintroducing the unlimited plan, but again, you only get to see whatever movies they say you can see, which makes this card completely useless. But anyway. But they're going back to, you can still use it once a day. Great. Except, for those people who chose not to be members of MoviePass anymore from the last change, they are automatically re-enrolling you, and they're going to start charging your credit card. Unless you proactively go into your MoviePass account and again cancel it. They are going to automatically re-enroll you and start charging your credit card unless you take the proactive step to go into your MoviePass account and opt out of it again. This is underhanded. Now, they will make the argument, oh, the way we worded our terms of service gives us the right to do that. Then your terms of service, again, is shady. And if you have to put in your terms of service that you can pull this type of BS, it makes you even look more corrupt and more crooked. But anyway, they're saying they have the right to do this. You know what this reminds me of? Back in the day, it was a little bit before my day, but back in the day, there used to be these, like, movie clubs and music clubs. But the thing is this, these marketers would email you junk mail, right? But contained within them, it would say, like, we're signing you up for this. Hey, if you don't want this, just write us back and tell us you don't want it, and then we won't enroll you in it and we won't charge you. The government decided that type of practice is illegal. You can't write to somebody and say, hey, like, for instance, I can't email you today and say, hey, Billy Bob Jimbo, I'm starting a new, John Campia shoes company. And as a special offer, I'm going to send you my 5 best pairs of shoes at the low price of $250 per pair. Isn't that great? Because normally I'm charging $350 a pair. So I'm going to go ahead and send those to you, and then I'll send you a bill. Now, if you don't want my shoes, please take the enclosed form and fill it out and email back to me to let me know you don't want my shoes. Otherwise, I'm going to send them to you and send you a bill. The government decided you can't do business like that. You can't send somebody something and say, you're in an agreement with me, and say, unless you say you don't want to be in an agreement with me. You can't do that. Now, I'm not suggesting this movie pass scenario is the exact same thing. I'm not saying it's the exact same thing. I'm just saying it reminds me a lot of that old practice. It reminds me a lot of that old scam that, you know, just send somebody a letter that says, we're in an agreement now unless you say you don't want to be in an agreement with me. That, you can't do business that way, and that's exactly what MoviePass needs to be doing. Hey guys, we're re-enrolling you, and we're going to start charging you again. Unless you remember to come back into the site and unsubscribe again. Like, what? Why are any of you still members of MoviePass? It's all subjective. Do your own thing. Yes, yes, yes. But I cannot help but wonder in my own head, if there's any of you who are still MoviePass members, why? Why are you a member of MoviePass still? I have no, you only get to see, seriously, in this article, the author of the article over on The Verge pointed out that when they say they're going back to 1 movie a day unlimited, right? He said, as of the writing of this article, the only movie I can use to see MoviePass at today is a 4:20 p.m. showing of Smallfoot. That's it. You want to go to a movie today with MoviePass? The only thing you can do is not even a 7 p.m. Smallfoot. The only movie you can see is a 4:20 p.m. Smallfoot screen. That's it. Why are any of you still members of MoviePass? I have no idea. It completely confounds me. Shady as hell, this company. Shady as hell. All right. Let's move on now to the final email of the day. I told you there was a lot of stuff for us to cover today. And the final email today comes to us from Warren Millen, who writes, I saw that Kathleen Kennedy just had her contract extended with Lucasfilm by Disney for an additional 3 years. So, I decided to man up and write you. I'm one of the guys who said you were an idiot, and I admit other colorful names, when you said that all the reports about Kennedy being fired were wrong and that Disney would absolutely not fire her. So yeah, I'm big enough to say sorry. So, what do you think about the move? Do you like that she got extended? Well, first of all, Warren, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, so, Kathleen Kennedy gets announced, gets a 3-year extension on her deal with Lucasfilm. Completely debunking all those ridiculous reports and all those ridiculous stories that got put out that Kathleen Kennedy's been fired, and blah, 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 blah. This one that Bob Iger wants to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy and he's holding these secret meetings and blah, 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 blah. Really? Well, guess what? She just got a 3-year extension. 2 things to keep in mind here. Number 1, and let me say this off the top. I have believed, and I still believe, that while I am a big fan of the work of Kathleen Kennedy as a producer, she has had one of the most iconic careers any producer in this business has ever had. She's receiving an Academy Award this year. Steven Spielberg's called her the most gifted producer he's ever worked with. I have a huge amount of respect and fandom as a producer for Kathleen Kennedy. I really do. However, I have said, and I still believe, that Kathleen Kennedy should step down from Lucasfilm. There are a couple of reasons, you know, that go over the place and stuff like that. One, I wish she would have taken a bigger role in leadership in the Star Wars fan community, blah, blah, blah. There are some other reasons. But the main reason for me that I felt Kathleen Kennedy should step down has nothing to do with the quality of the movies, has nothing to do with this. It's all about this. To me, as the head of Lucasfilm, and I expressed this before, Kathleen Kennedy's #1 responsibility is hire the right director for the right project and make sure that Lucasfilm and that director are on the same page together. To me, that is the most important job she has. She has many important roles at Lucasfilm. Many important things need to be done right. But for me, the most important thing is hiring the right directors and ensuring that before hiring them, both you, Lucasfilm, and this director are all on the same page and share the creative vision, and then you hire them and let them go. Kathleen Kennedy's track record, I think the biggest Kathleen Kennedy fans in the world will acknowledge this. Kathleen Kennedy's track record in this regard, of the most important job, is a disaster. It is. Other than her hiring of J.J. Abrams for Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, every single movie that she's touched has had massive, massive director controversy and upheaval. Going all the way back to Josh. Why am I forgetting Josh's last name? The guy who directed Chronicle. Anyway, the guy who directed Chronicle, he's hired to do the Star Wars movie, and then the Fantastic Four fiasco happens, and blah, 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 and then she fires him. Should have done your homework before you hired him, but okay, that was one. Then, there was all this director upheaval with Rogue One. Then, you know, Colin Trevorrow is signed on to direct the Star Wars Episode 9. He's on it forever, and then all of a sudden now we have creative differences. Then she's got the whole Lord and Miller thing with Solo. They get halfway through shooting the film. Well, not halfway, 90% of the way through shooting that film. Now I know we've got creative differences. Fires him, has to bring in Ron Howard. Not that they should have ever made that Han Solo movie in the first place. Nobody asked for it. But at any rate, every single movie has had massive turmoil at the director's position, and the responsibility, now it's a lot of people's fault, but the responsibility for it, the person who needs to shoulder responsibility for that is Kathleen Kennedy. So I have said in the past that I believe Kathleen Kennedy should step down and go back to what she's great at. Go and just produce she's produced some of the greatest movies of all time. Go back and do that. That being said, I have also always told you guys, there is no way, there is simply no way you are dreaming if you think Disney's going to fire her. There is simply no chance that Disney was going to fire her for a couple of reasons. Number one, she's made them scabs amounts of money. That's the big thing. But the other thing that why I've always told you guys, there is no way in hell that they are going to fire her. There's absolutely no way, no chance that Disney is going to fire Kathleen Kennedy. Mostly came down to a situation of the fact that one big major piece of information here. Bob Iger, the High Lord and pure Supreme Emperor of Disney, who is both the CEO of Disney and the chairman of the board. Bob Iger, who answers to nobody at Disney, he loves Kathleen Kennedy. That's it. End of sentence. Nothing more to say. Bob Iger loves Kathleen Kennedy. And you can feel however you want, and there's a lot of mixed feelings about, like, for instance, The Last Jedi. I know a bunch of people don't like it, know a bunch of people that really do like it. But you know who loved that movie? Bob Iger. Bob Iger loves that movie. Now, whether Kathleen Kennedy should or shouldn't or be fired or should or shouldn't have been given a contract extension or all the should and shoulds and shoulds, all those discussions are great to have. But what I've said forever is that the bottom line is this. She makes Disney money, and Bob Iger loves her and loves the movie she's made. Understanding those facts, you have to be insanely naive to believe that they were going to fire her. You can have your opinion about whether they should fire her. That's totally fair. Totally fair. But to actually believe that they were going to fire her means you have to completely check out of reality. You had to completely check yourself out of reality to believe for a second that Disney was going to fire her. There's no way. I believe she should step down, but there's no way they're going to fire her because she's made them tons of money. And most importantly, Bob Iger really likes her. I mean, we know this. So I'm going to tell you what, when the announcement came that she got the extension, a bunch of people online were shocked. And I'm just like, what out of all the facts that we have make you even the least surprised that they've given her extension? It's okay that you don't think they should have given her one. That's totally fair. But how can you be surprised that they did give her an extension when we know what we know? I was not shocked in the least. Not even the smallest iota of surprise on my part that they re-upped her. Not at all. Do I still feel like she should step down? Yeah, I honestly do. I think it's what would be best for her and her career, and she can get back to being one of the best producers this business has ever known. I think it would be a good fresh start for Star Wars. I think a lot of good things. But she's not. Okay, fine. No problem. Again, this isn't a topic or discussion about coulda, shoulda, woulda. This is a topic and discussion about things happening based on the facts that we know. We know she's made them a lot of money. We know Bob Iger likes her. Any theory or idea that they were about to fire her was complete nonsense. Complete nonsense. So anyway, now, we are, I'm sure, going to have discussions and debates about whether they should have given her this extension, whether they should have fired her, all that kind. And those are all fair things to bring up and totally fair things to ask. But we are in the reality that she's made them a lot of money, Bob Iger likes her, and they've given her an extension. So that's the reality of it, and it doesn't take a mathematician to do that equation. So there you go. Myself, personally, I'm fine with it, whatever. I just noticed that I still have the Holmes and Watson thing at the bottom there. That's my fault. Sorry about that. Anyway, so there you go. That's all that. But what do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about the extension for Kathleen Kennedy? I know there are some people very, very upset by it. I know there are some people very, very happy with it. What are your thoughts on it? Jump down to the comment section below and let me know what you're thinking. Okay, with that out of the way, let's save a little bit of time here and go over and take some live questions here. And the first live question coming in from you guys today comes to us from Ben Heyusa, who writes, so my stepdad said to me, what's this Venom? Why would you want to see that? Sir, it's a Marvel character. From Spider-Man. Jeez, I think it's ugly and weird. Smack my head, old people don't ever understand. Oh, dude, it's not an age thing. It's not an age thing. Not at all. It's not an old people thing. It's just that I know plenty of 20-year-olds that don't have no idea why people like comic book movies. And I know 70-year-olds that love comic book movies. So it's not an age thing, believe me. But Ben, you know, it's just one of those things. We got to accept that not everybody's going to be into the things that we're into, right? It's all part of the subjectivity of film. But believe me, it has nothing to do with age. It has nothing to do with any of that. That's just some people like certain things, other people don't. And that's fine. And that's okay. But I can tell you right now, my mom's looking forward to seeing Venom. So, I mean, there you go, right? So, got him a little bit of slack, Ben. Just got him a little bit of slack. All right, Leo Milmet writes, my English teacher last year was Chris Griffin, second AD of Splash, Scorsese's After Hours, and Prizzi's Honor. Cool. He's a total legend. I love him so much. And that dude is your English teacher? Holy crap. I'd never leave his class. I don't mean like I'd never graduate. I mean, at the end of the day, the bell will ring and I would never leave. I just want to sit there and pick his brain. Tell me more about Martin Scorsese. Tell me, what was Daryl Hannah like on the thing of Splash? Prizzi's Honor. Oh my God, what happened here? I would never let this guy out of my sight. I would just be talking to him totally. Why he's teaching English now, I don't know. But dude, that is awesome that you have him as a professor. Thanks for sharing that, dude. That's awesome. James Welsh writes, another movie opening in that busy December period is Adam McKay's Vice. When will we see marketing for it? I am not familiar with that. Hold on a second. I mean, I'm familiar with the concept of it. Hold on a second. Let me look in the release window here. Because I do this. If this is true, it's a new thing. Let's see. Oh, and they're releasing second act now on the 14th, so it's in that 8-day window as well. Honestly, I don't see Vice anywhere. I'm looking at the release schedule now. It's coming out on the 26th, so it's coming out like the week after. It's coming out the week after, and that's Annapurna Pictures. Annapurna has been doing like a hell of a lot of stuff. You got Christian Bale, you got Amy Adams, Steve Carell, Sam Rockwell, Tyler Perry, a whole bunch of things. But it's not actually opening in that same 8-day window. It's actually opening outside of it. I would expect to see marketing pretty soon. I don't think there's any panic that it hasn't been marketed yet. But yeah, I knew it wasn't opening in that 8-day window of death. It's opening after that, which is probably a good place, a pretty good place for it to be. Let's see. Ben Heyusa writes, also, I saw Night School this past weekend. It was okay, in my opinion. Some good laughs, but not enough to have it put on one of my top comedies of all time. Well, I mean, we shouldn't go into movies looking for them to get onto our all-time list. Does it come in your top 5 comedies of the year? Is it worth seeing? I mean, that's really the first questions I think we should be asking ourselves. I'm hearing a lot of the same thing, Ben. I'm hearing a lot of people saying, it's okay. It's okay. I don't know that I was expecting personally, and you probably weren't either. Wasn't expecting much more than that, but I am going to be curious to see it and see if I'll probably have the same opinion as you, but let's wait and see. James Welsh writes, thoughts on Gal Gadot joining Death on the Nile? Well, somebody's giving her work. I honestly, my feeling about her being cast in that is kind of the same as my feeling on the movie itself. Meh. Because as much as I love Kenneth Branagh, And if you've watched me for any period of time, you know how much I love Kenneth Branagh. I was quite disappointed with Murder on the Orient Express. For those of you who don't know, this Death on the Nile is a sequel, it's a spiritual sequel to Murder on the Orient Express. I was so looking forward to that movie with Kenneth Branagh at the helm, Hercule Poirot, or however you pronounce Hercule's name. I was a big fan of the notion of this movie. Was very disappointed in it. I didn't like it. Quite frankly, I didn't like the movie. So, I'm going to be honest with you. I have no interest in this Death on the Nile. And that has nothing to do with Gal Gadot or anything like that. I just didn't have much interest in this movie to begin with because I found Murder on the Orient Express to be very underwhelming. And that pains me to say because I am such a big fan of Kenneth Branagh. And I still am, but that I just have no thoughts for that, so really not much beyond that. I'm Upset writes, thoughts on Taken trilogy. Saw the third. Why is everybody asking me recently about... I've been asked about my thoughts on the Taken films like 4 times in the last month. It's kind of crazy. I like the Taken trilogy. I'm not big on the third one. And I like the second one more if you literally watch it back to back with the first film. I watched Taken 2 for the first time, and it was, alright, and whatever. But when I watched it about 2 years later, I can't remember why I did this, but I watched Taken 1 and Taken 2 back to back, like immediately. And it really felt like one movie. It really does. It feels like one movie. And I actually liked Taken 2 more, and I appreciated it more when I watched it coupled with the first one, which was very odd. Yeah, third one, though, is not so much to look forward to. Really Tired 64 writes, I have 2 theories about the new Joker film. Number 1, Joaquin Phoenix is the real Joker, and Leto is really Jason Todd. Or number 2, Phoenix and Ledger are the same, and the new film is secretly set in the Nolanverse. Thoughts? No, neither of those are correct. They've been very, very clear that this is a complete standalone film. It's a completely Elseworld kind of film. And it is the test run for them to see if they can do more of these. To either say he's connected somehow to the DCEU, or that he's even connected to the Christopher Nolanverse, completely undermines everything they're saying about we want to really test out these standalone, one-shot, their own universe standalone movies. And we want to see how these do. And I'm very excited about the prospect of that. Like, really excited. But everybody, because we live in this age today where every single freaking thing has to be connected to a cinematic universe somehow, some way, a lot of people are trying to create these theories that connect this to the existing franchises. Guys, the best movies of all time are not connected to franchises. Or at least a big number of the greatest movies of all time. Some are. But the big number of the greatest movies of all times are true standalone films. DC wants to try these. I think it's a terrific idea. So I don't know why we're constantly coming up with these series. I feel like we as an audience now just have this built-in desperate need that every movie has to be connected to a cinematic universe. And I think that's awful. I think that's awful. So, not that your theory's awful, not at all. But I just don't like that we, as a collective group of movie fans, we all have this desperate need to want to see how every single movie is connected to other movies. And that's not what the spirit of storytelling is. I mean, it's a one-shot story. So, because of all of that, Really Tired, while these are imaginative, full marks to you for that, I gotta say I disagree with both of them. I don't think there's any chance of either of those, because not only does it fly in the face of them saying it's a complete standalone movie, both of these theories completely undermine and just destroy this whole new philosophy they have of wanting to try true standalone movies. And we know that's what they're doing, so yeah, they're interesting theories, but I don't think either of them are remotely true just because of what we just talked about. I'm Upset writes, Holmes and Watcher trailer made me upset. And like I said, man, it made my heart sad. Just made my heart sad. I never get upset at a trailer. I don't know why you get upset, but I was disappointed. Really disappointed. I mean, that much is clear. It's too bad. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised that I'm Upset has said the movie made them feel upset. Ben Rayner writes, thoughts on the Brady Bunch movie from the 90s? I don't know, man. It's been forever since I've seen that. I don't think about the Brady Bunch movie. All I know is that's the movie that had Ben Stiller's I think they're ex-spouses now. I think him and Marsha got divorced. Which he was amazing in Zoolander. Anyway, well, clearly I didn't think much of it because I never watched it more than once. So really no opinions on it. John DeBenedict writes, for a lot of introductory trailers, I feel like Rocket Man is one of the better ones. By the way, congrats and best of luck on all your upcoming endeavors. Thank you so much, John. Yeah, it's a solid little trailer. I mean, again, though, there's really nothing to it. It's just mostly random pictures from different scenes in the movie, and that's it. Honestly, there is really nothing to it. But I wasn't expecting there to be a lot to it in a 1-minute first trailer for a movie that's not coming out for a while. But yeah, it's solid for a first trailer. I agree, it's a solid little trailer. Again, the one thing that took me out just a little bit was Terrence singing. It didn't quite work for me, but again, valid argument, counter argument to me was that nobody would have felt right singing it other than Elton John, and that's a very good point. So I don't know, I'll have to see how I feel once we get a little bit closer to it. Ben Rayner writes, do you think comedy is the most subjective genre? No, not really. I think, look, comedy... I mean, I think comedy stands out and really highlights the whole thing that entertainment is subjective more than anything else. Because a comedian can stand in a room, tell a joke, half the audience laughs hilariously at it, and the other half go, Neither are right, neither are wrong. It's just that a piece of art, like a joke, is thrown out there, and then people react to it based on how it hits them. There's nothing, you can't measure scientifically whether a joke is funny or not. So I don't know that I'd say it's the most subjective of all of them, but I would say it probably highlights most the subjectivity and the subjective nature of films more than any other. Tobias Friedley writes, hey John, your show is amazing. Thank you so much, Tobias. I recently got my 4th film festival nomination in Switzerland. I'm so excited. I hope my film wins this time. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. First of all, huge respect to anybody who actually has the testicular fortitude to make a movie. That is huge. That's awesome. I'm so thrilled for you. And you know what? I love the fact that we have people watching this show who love to get into the art of making films as well. That's amazing. So good luck to you, Tobias. Please follow up. Send me an email and let me know how you actually do. I'd be curious to know, man. All right. Oh, and we have the big jump. La 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 la. Okay, where are we here? Ash here writes, Jessica Chastain plays a gender swap Mr. Sinister. No, I believe she plays somebody from the Shi'ar. I believe she's going to be playing like a celestial entity. I think she's going to be playing an alien more than likely. So I don't think she's playing a gender swap Mr. Sinister. Mr. Everything writes, today is my birthday, Christian Haas and Brie Larson. Well, happy birthday to you, Mr. Everything. Ali Hussein writes, seriously, what's going on with X-Men and Fox? Same thing happened with the New Mutants. A few days after the trailer, it was moved to August 2nd, 2019. Well, clearly, you sent this in, Ali, before we did it. This had nothing to do with the movie. This was all about making space because they really understood they needed to move Alita Battle Angel. They had to move it. And so they needed a place to put it, and they simply felt that they couldn't put it into June. It's not a June movie. So they put it in February, and they moved X-Men into June, which to me was a vote of confidence on the X-Men front. Maybe I'm just being naively optimistic, I don't know. But honestly, that's how it hits me. It hits me more as a positive thing, and that this really had nothing to do with the movie. It has everything to do with Alita Battle Angel needing a place to go, and they needed to move to make space for it. So that's how I see it at any rate. Could be totally wrong, but that's how I see it. Dalton Burdett writes, I saw All About Eve for the first time last week, and wow, yeah, it's crazy, right? Crazy good. I mean, wow is just one way to put it. And damn it, who directed that thing? Hold on a second. I wish I knew that off the top of my head. Because we're going back here. It was Joseph L. It's not who I thought. I'm glad I didn't say who I thought the director was because I was totally wrong. Joseph L. Mankiewicz. Joseph M. Mankiewicz. Anyway, it's a Bette Davis film, and it is great. I watched that again. I only saw it for the first time probably like 10 years ago. And then I watched it again with this friend of mine probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And you're right, Dalton. I mean, it's fantastic. A lot of people, I think it's from like 1952, 1953. You know what? I'm on the IMDb page, so look up the director. I can tell you what year it came from. 1950. Came out in 1950. So, I mean, a lot of people haven't seen it, but yeah, I'm glad you saw it, man. More film fans need to go back and start watching some of these classic films. Because I think you're going to appreciate a lot of them more than you might think. Trail Shredder 1 writes, okay, so Venom comes out Friday, and I haven't heard anything from the critics. Either I'm missing something, or the embargo is not up yet. Now I'm worried. Oh, dude, we were talking about this last week, Trail. Yeah, they're hiding the thing. As a matter of fact, the movie opens in some markets tomorrow. The movie opens in a number of markets tomorrow. Let me just jump over here for a second, since I'm here. Let me open up the Venom thing, and then we will go to release dates, and let's see here. A bunch of them open up on the 3rd, which is Wednesday. So like on Wednesday, it opens in Germany, the UK, Indonesia, South Korea, Taiwan, Argentina. Then on the 4th, we've got Brazil, Colombia, the Czech Republic, Greece, Hungary, Israel, Italy, the Netherlands, Portugal, Russia, Singapore, blah, blah, blah. And this is just opening up like tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. Still no trailers, or still no reviews. They are hiding the reviews. They're hiding them. A lot of critics aren't even going to be seeing this movie till tomorrow. So I said this before, I will say it again. The only thing that will excuse this and explain it is if there's such a massive spoiler, something would have to be at the level that something directly ties Venom to the MCU. Either Spider-Man shows up, or Venom dusts at the end as a result of the snap. Some people saying, John, what if they're trying to hide Carnage? Everybody knows Carnage. Carnage does not represent a big enough spoiler, like something that everybody's expecting Carnage at some point. Whether he's in the movie or not, almost everybody's expecting it. That would not justify holding off on the reviews. That would not justify that. Not at all. The only thing that'll justify it is something that radically shows the connection between Venom and the MCU, which none of us are really expecting. If that were to happen, that justifies it. But yeah, them holding off, when the movie opens in like 48 hours in almost half the planet, and still no critic reviews are allowed to be shown. And a lot of the critics haven't even seen the damn thing yet. Not a good sign, my friends. Not a good sign. All right, Stubble McShave writes, problem with Batman and Superman is that they're iconic characters. If you extend that into Prince of Thieves and Robin Hood, you realize that Hollywood shouldn't change the iconic story, just tell it well. No, I don't agree with that, Stubble. Look, I believe in telling new stories and looking at stories in a different way and telling them from a different approach and taking some creative liberties. I'm all for that. That's art. I'm totally for that. It just means that when you're doing that, you're taking a risk, and sometimes the risk will pan out well, and sometimes the risk won't work out. But that happens whenever you make a piece of art. It'll work or it won't work. I don't think we should ever discourage filmmakers and storytellers from taking chances. Tell it from a different point of view. We've had lots of Robin Hood movies. Give us a different iteration. Hopefully it's good, but maybe it won't be good. But here's the thing, if it's not good, it's not because they tried to tell their own original story, it's because it just wasn't any good. Right? We as a human race, we often look for reasons. What's to blame for something not working, right? And that's natural, we all do it, me too. But I am going to suggest here that if this Robin Hood movie isn't any good, and I don't have a lot of hopes that it's very good, because to me the trailers have been terrible, but we'll have to wait and see. But if the movie's not any good, it's going to be because it's not a good movie. Not because they took chances or tried to tell the story in a different way or try to have a little bit of a different interpretation of it. It's either going to be a good movie or a bad movie because it's a good movie or a bad movie. To me, it just comes down to that. And I never want to be in the position that I'm discouraging filmmakers from taking some risks, from being a little bold, from changing things up. Give us a different iteration. Give us a different interpretation. Give us a different manifestation of this thing, but, make it good. And that's what they're going to try to do. And sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't, but I don't think it comes down to whether or not... Like, look, if they made a bad film, it would have been a bad film. That's just kind of the way I look at it. But, hey, man, here's hoping that it turns out okay, because I was kind of, I liked Taron a lot. I like Jamie Foxx. I like the Robin Hood tale. But oh my gosh, the last Robin Hood movie I saw, the one with Russell Crowe, who's like my all-time favorite actor, and Ridley Scott directing, oh, that movie was horrible. Horrible. But, so I'm hoping this one's good. I don't have a lot of hope for it, but I'm hoping it's good. Jabin Carter writes, thoughts on fan speculation and theories. Are they healthy for fandom, or do they do more harm than good? No, I think fan speculation and theory is great. It's part of what being a fan is. It's wonderful. The only time it becomes harmful is when we get married to those theories and we say, unless they do it this way now, I'm not going to be happy. That's the only bad part. Theories and speculation, these are things that are as old as fandom itself. There's nothing wrong with that. That's part of the fun. Having theories and speculating is part of the fun. As long as we always keep it in that quadrant. It's speculation and theory. The moment we start getting into, and this is where it becomes dangerous, where if you're doing a Robin Hood movie, it has to do this. If you're doing a comic book movie, it has to do that. And we come up with this theory, and it's like, now that's what they have to do. If they don't do that, it's stupid. We all do that, but that's the dangerous thing. It's getting married to them. That's the danger. Speculation, theories, it's all part of the fun. I don't want film fandom without speculating and without theories. What fun is that? Of course we should have that. We just got to keep them in their place, though. And understand, hey, we're just discussing them and we're having fun theorizing. We're making guesses. It's never crossed, though, into that really dark hole of saying, now they have to do the way I want them to do it. That's when it becomes kind of ugly. Baby Boy 8603 writes, hey, John, I just got a chance to watch The Shape of Water. Great movie, and I thank you for recommending it. Not something I would particularly watch. Yeah, look, seriously, The Shape of Water is a movie that on its surface does not look like it would have massively wide appeal. I mean, right? It really doesn't. I'll be honest with you, if it wasn't for the fact that Guillermo del Toro's name was on it, I don't know that I would have been excited about it in the first place. I'm just being honest. You don't change a thing about those trailers, you just show me the trailers. I don't know, it looks a little bit weird to me. But because Guillermo del Toro was the director on it, suddenly it took on a different kind of life, and I was really excited about it. So, yeah, Jabin, I can totally see where you're coming from, where it didn't look like the type of film you would normally give a chance. But I'm glad you did give it a chance, because it's a great little movie. I mean, maybe some of you watching didn't like it, that's totally fine. I thought it was a great little movie, so I'm glad you like it. Won a lot of Academy Awards, man. Baby Boy 8603 writes, hey, John, I just got a chance to watch... Oh, I already just read that. Aaron Moen writes, Muse for next Bond theme song, listen to Supremacy. I don't really know much about Muse or Supremacy. Did they announce it? Or is that you just making a theory? I don't know. To me, I really don't care. I don't care who makes a Bond song. Just as long as it's a good Bond song, then I'm good with it. But yeah, I don't really know anything about Muse, so maybe I'll give that song a listen to at some point. Stubble McShave writes, Bergman would be 100 this year. Oh, wow. Bergman would be 100 this year. Do you think there'll be a segment on him at the Oscars since he was nominated several times for writing and directing? No, I don't think they will. Look, the reality is there are a lot of very, very iconic people in Hollywood history. The pantheon of the gods in Hollywood history is a big brotherhood and sisterhood, I guess you say. It's a big fraternity. Many, many, many icons of this business dwell within it.
Wait for me.
The Oscars every year could have like 30 names up there. This would have been so-and-so's 125th birthday. This would have been so-and-so's 100th birthday. This would have been so-and-so's 90th birthday. I mean, you could literally do a full list of those every single year. Fact of the matter is, I've never seen them do it for anybody, nor really should they. I think the In Memoriam is their send-off. In Memoriam is still probably my favorite part of the Oscars. I don't know why. I get really emotional at the In Memoriam. But the thing about recognizing the birthday of somebody who was significant, because there have been thousands and thousands and thousands of Academy Award-nominated professionals. So I don't think that's something they would do. I'm not saying it's a terrible idea, but I just don't see how it fits in. They've never done it before, and if you did do it for him, you're going to be doing it every year with a ton of different names, and the show's already long enough. So I don't think so. All right, just two more questions today, and then we got to wrap it up. Michael Ashton writes, Joaquin Phoenix was supposed to be in Split instead of McAvoy. Do you think he might have dropped out because he knew there was going to be a sequel? I don't remember Joaquin Phoenix was supposed to be in it. I remember there was some talk about it. But, yeah, I don't ever remember that he was basically signed for it. I don't remember. I remember there was some talk about it, all this kind of stuff.
I'm watching a podcast.
One of the things that turned him off have been that they might be doing a sequel. If they had those thoughts, and yeah, that probably would have been something that turned him off. But again, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember it ever being at a point where basically Joaquin Phoenix was like, oh, this is close to being signed on. He's basically got the role. Like, I don't remember it getting that far. I just remember his name was mentioned. But again, I could be wrong about that. I mean, I didn't keep track of it. But if that was the case, and that's a big if, yeah, I could see him walking away from it with the potential there being a sequel. All right, final question today, guys. Nikhil Shasat writes, President and CEO, oh my God, you deserve it, John, and you'll do much more at your new gig. When you said we'll see familiar faces, my heart skipped a beat. I did not say you'll see familiar faces. Just be very, very clear at that. I did not say you'll see familiar faces. You know, I don't want to go into it a lot now. For those of you who are Patreon supporters, I believe it's tomorrow I'm going to schedule a town hall meeting for my Patreon supporters. So for those of you who are my Patreon supporters who've been asking about it, I am probably going to do that town hall meeting tomorrow evening. So keep your eyes open for that. But no, I did not say we'll see some familiar faces. I didn't say that. Be very clear. I was very, very careful with my wording. So I just don't want to create any unnecessary expectations. Zombitron. This one will be the last question now. Zombitron writes, chances Cult Obsidian appears in Captain Marvel. He does have a banner with her logo. Infinity War New York Fight has the best of seeing it.
Talks about movies and stuff.
I don't think so. I think they've already got a lot going on in the movie. Now, I'm not saying it's completely out of the question. Not at all. But I think this is a movie that's already got a whole hell of a lot going on. And so I'm going to go out on a limb here and say no, I wouldn't expect it. But I wouldn't fall out of my chair in complete shock if they did include something like that, but I don't think they will. All right, guys, that will do it for today. Now, listen, for all you guys who sent in questions that I didn't have time to get around to, don't you worry. I will address those questions in an upcoming companion video. That is coming, so don't worry about it. Your questions are going to get addressed. That will do it for me for now, guys. My name's John Campia. Thanks for being here, and until next time, bye-bye.
3 more to go. Meantime, can play a Dead Cell game. Looks like a good time pass game in the middle. Music. There's my game. Hello, Dead Cells. Did it just crash? What is this? Glasses? I don't know what you've been up to. Oh yeah, so ooh, progress upgrades. Bought a upgrade. What is this? And open. Ooh. What is this? Oh, there's a boss here. Yeah. By LP or just for fun?
10 seconds. 5 seconds left.
The game is fun, man.
Bottles in a bucket full of ice. Yeah. Better make room, hit a Lambo. Celebrate. Bitch, better believe that I'm a sniper. Yeah. You know I'm about to take you from your man, though. Celebrate. Papa with the chopper at artificial niggas acting like bitches and it started up an epidemic. It don't make a difference, nigga, we winning. I'm plenty grinning. 100 million platinum, fuck it, you ain't gotta listen. Celebrate. You better step down to me. To the dick, bitch, open up your mouth to me. Nacho, talk to the dick, honestly. I'm dope, bitch, coming like any, meeny, money, mo. Celebrate. I don't like when I lose. If I don't buy them shoes, I don't like those. Regulate. Do anything that I want to. Think I'm gonna dance on the moon like Michael.
No immortal who got low pro. I thought the hammer.
One tango, one word.
Prepare for battle.
One tango, one word. Word. Ang inang word yan. Hindi mabigay. Hoy, ako na maglagay. Hoy, word.
Bear, you wanna go bot or top? What happened, dude? Should I go top? Bear is going top. There's a bot then top. Because I think they're a good combo top. The shaman.
Pataka lang. Pataka.
I'm gonna listen to my own voice.
Oh, la. Tong.
Some next level. Trying to snipe the courier with his 200 movement speed. Things do a lot of damage, man. We lost. No damage, 56. Should be fine CS, you know. Give it to me. Fuck your mana pot. Huh? Getting annoying, man. Those trees do a lot of damage. A 64 damage, a little less damage. Fucking yeah, we lost. These things are giving a lot of gold. Not bad.
Go.
Attack projectile seems faster. Ooh. What's happening? What's dying?
Sick, bro! dick. One more, we can kill.
They're trialing other lanes and losing. They kill NP, that's a lot of gold, 600 gold. Not maxing blink though. Why is it level 1? 3 shaman, 9 minutes in. Bro, Hexen. Oh shit. Maudi. Why PUBG खेलता है क्या? Do you play PUBG? Yes, I play PUBG, but usually I don't like to play that game alone. Why did they go back in with no HP? So dumb.
Your bottom tower took this been a mistake. You wanted to intimidate. I want to intimidate. I've infinite hate in my blood. It's mainly cause of the game. Maybe instructions are for a sucker.
I think people are kind of tired of battle royale games for now. Dota, doing nothing. Why is everyone here? Not getting creeps or? Comment, hello? Wow, man. Took your sweet time. Literally took us. Oh, we are making this work. So, oh no, Pop is sitting here. Please don't blink him. Hit you, Pop. And my jungle is empty too. Feels bad, man. Try, baby.
Go crazy!
Go on. There's some. Oh shit. They're all there. What the? Just walked into like 9 people there. Please, sir. My items, so. I need my items, so. Please, my item too. I'd like to get my items. Thank you.
What's up, guys?
What is that small rock? Made me go all the way around. Back off, dude. I have nothing. Run. Run like a wind. This is so risky for me. How are they living?
Top tower needs some help. Dire structures are fortified.
Let it go, man. All items in wrong order.
Radiant called into fortification.
Why would she get the other one though? How much gold did I get? Not a lot, actually.
The top tower is under attack.
Should be maxing hex though. Runes. Runes, where's the top rune? Heard a football kick somewhere. Blah. Can't be going into fights like this. I died twice now. And this guy's farming with ages. And go on with that BKB for sure. Place your fucking wards, man. Or something. My item progression, man. I was so far ahead and then can't come outside. Need to go rat. So bad for me. Hit 3 times in like 2 minutes. That was a good song. What's a meta? Oh, you fucking dumb bimbo. Get a DD, why not get fucking tower with me? Oh, bash, this fucking sucks, man. Never bash. Back. Get back, I'm so close to BKB. People around. How about bash in life? So many fights. Oh, bashes. Get BKB yourself. It's getting forked. Oh, well, this bimbo TP. Oh, shooting bot. Probably there. All are there. Get me some towers. Come on. When is the next rush? Bash is bugged or something. Okay, it does work then. Rusha, Nursa. Rosh will be up. Get Lotus, dude. We don't need Radiance. Get Lotus or Naga. Go Lotus, Hex, anything. It's too late for Radiance. We have a lot of split pushes. You need to be in fights. Please get Lotus. Naga, get Lotus, sir. Game will be over. If you get Lotus, game's over. Doesn't want to get this game done with test. Imagine if you get Lotus.
Bottom, come bottom. Fast.
Why don't you make Lotus on Naga? Bottom. Why are you making Radiance now? 31 minutes. You have a troll. You just need to protect me, that's it.
Go, go. Forward.
It's pretty much over, but I'm doing stupid stuff like this, hoping for a bash, which I never get a bash to. What the fuck? Kill you too, bro. What's he thinking? You get it? Make a hex. No creeps. It's AC. The hex better. My creeps. Lincoln's okay. That. What's up?
The enemy's
Last track stops. This bird. What's underwhelming?
Let me.
Take, bro. I'm so scared I would steal it. Dang. Let's get Roshan. We can give Shaman double ultis. It's gonna be. Yeah, let's go. Shaman, get the refresher. Give me the cheese, sir. Thanks. Let's go top. Push top. They're smart. They won't. This ulti?
No, but no!
What? Are you kidding me? I hexed him. Oh man. Gem. Not gem, I mean gem. buyback? God, these people, let's go, man.
Heads up, we're back. Radiant structures are fortified.
Two more games.
I'm calling out your name. Stand
I'm back. Got me some tea.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Laid Back with another reaction, another review, another episode. Hey, Chains, you up the bat. Bow.
On me, like what you see, like what you see. We going hard, we going hard. Blame it on me.
It's your boy Laid Back. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, two things we gotta do. You gotta hit that subscribe button. I gotta take a shot of this fireball. Hey. All right, so you already know what it is, man. We back with another reaction, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Stay up to date with all the videos. But look, next up we got Chains. I thought y'all was saying 2 Chainz, but it's just Chains. He got an MGK disc. It's called The Real Rap Devil. Y'all kept telling me to react to this in the comments, so I told you, man, I be listening to what y'all be saying. I be watching. So I never heard of this dude before, but it's still trash and pass. Like, if it's trash, we're getting it up out of here anyway. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. This is Chains, The Real Rap Devil. Ooh. Soak you in kerosene. Oh my God. Block to my head, with this all over my tongue. Covered in felony, soak you in kerosene. Google my record, bitch, I'm not the one. I better say what I wanna. I better aim for the gun. Bet you do nothing about it, cause you ain't about it. You soft as a rubber, I use on your mother, but not on your bitch. She get packed with no Jimmy. I'm giving your daughter a brother, but fuck it, you running the dog and say that you thug. He said, I'm giving your daughter a brother. This dude snapping. You soft as a rubber, I use on your mother, but not on your bitch. She get packed with no Jimmy. I'm giving your daughter a brother, but fuck it, you running the dog and say that you thug. And them choppers ain't nothing, I really been blaming. Go up your body, don't move with the summer. Never gon' hesitate, and your rappers is all that I wanted. G-Eazy said that you lame and you bugging. Him said you plugging in nothing. Come to my city, you see that I'm plugged in the thunder. Stay in your lane, this is over the bumper. You can get hit like what's under them covers. And no one gives no motherfucker about no MGK. I'll murder you and keep it pushing like it's DGK. Bitch, you're not welcome throwing shit, let's call it speak this way. You soft as fuck, all that. He said he not welcome, but y'all know MGK was up in Detroit or Michigan doing the Rap Devil. So, I don't know.
You ain't been popping the years, now you try bumping your guns. Shooting your shot at the Lord, the devil gon' come for your guns. I sold my soul to the devil for fun. Glock to my head, bullets all over my tongue. Covered in felony, soak you in kerosene. Google my record, bitch, I'm not the one. I bet I say what I wanna. I bet I aim for the gun. Bet you do nothing about it, cause you ain't about it. You soft as a rubber, I use on your mother, but not on your bitch. She get packed with no Jimmy. I'm giving your daughter a brother, but fuck it, you running the duck and say that you thuggin'. Them choppers ain't nothing, I really been blooded. Pull up your body, got food for the summer. Never gon' hesitate, eating you rappers is all that I wanna. G-Eazy said that you lame and you bugging. Him said you plugged into nothing. Come to my city, you see that I'm plugged in the thunder. Stay in your lane, this is bumper to bumper. You can get hit like what's under them covers. Man, no one gives no motherfucker about no MGK. I'll murder you and keep it pushing like it's DGK. Bitch, you not welcome throwing shade, let's call it speak this way. You soft as fuck, all that hoe inside your DNA. You use a bitch, I hit up Diddy, I'm your new replacement. You got no record, got no charges, bitch, so how you gangster? Check my rap sheet, it's on Google, I ain't fake to make it. Man, you some pussy, know that chopper leave you smooth and shaven. I've been to prisons where they kill you if you white and tatted. But I survived, so what's that say? I think I like a challenge. Yeah, I'm thrilled, I love the madness, yeah, my mind's unbalanced. You be talking like you tough, but you ain't about that action. 3 rounds in a ring with a beast down. 3 rounds in a dick with a beast down.
Kinda made sense for a low pro game.
Everybody looking at me like I'm C now. You holding a yellow, what would you big now? I can flip Kelly like a dismount. Run up in your crib, put the kid down. Have you begging me, telling me put the stick down?
Low player, cancer games. What else thumbnail can you imagine?
I know that I can't be beat cause I seen it when it was written.
The rank
I signed
part.
on the dotted line and I started collecting victims.
that?
Who you flexing? You ain't saying you look like you write a statement. I take me a flight to Cleveland. I pull up at your location. Got no worries like I'm Wayne. I got body bags in the basement. I take a trip back today and get blood all over my apron. What you saying? I got partners out in Cleveland repping heartless fellas. The darkness spreading, you know lyrically I'm Armageddon. I start to head in your direction with your arc to heaven. I dart your melon, leave you headless when I spark the weapon. Slaughtered this honky honk in his jaws like he bout it. Your dad was probably too drunk and sloppy to see that you clowning. It's hard to see around my way, you know this gun smoking cloudy. I be the cracker that killed the gunner, so don't put him around me. You really don't want no part of me, fuck that shit that you talk about. Heard a couple of your tracks and I can see that you talk a lot. Let the chopper speak for itself, he got words for the both of us. Throw a scope on top of this stick, you won't even get close enough. You's a bitch, I'm in Atlanta, you don't wanna find me. I be eating, I'm undefeated, so come and try me. Grab the hammer, I go bananas, I'll show you grind. It's perfect timing, I throw some chalk on your silver lining. No one gives no motherfucker about no MGK. I murder you and keep it pushing like it's DGK. Bitch, you not welcome throwing shade, let's call it speak the sweat. You soft as fuck, all that hoe inside your DNA.
Pretty good. Chains. Not the 2 chains, just chains. This is a really good song too. Donna Lucas.
I don't really fuck with no. Yeah. Gucci gang, Louis gang, Fendi gang, Dolce gang, Sachi gang, Prada gang, lot of gangs. I don't really fuck with no brand names. Joan about to go on a rampage. Ooh, they don't wanna see me let the chopper bang. Yeah, get this bitch jumping like Shabba rank. Ooh, what's a little pump to a rocket flame? Yeah, turn your pink dreads into pocket chains. Yeah. All you new rappers don't be talking about shit except doing drugs. Wonder how you got a name. Damn, sipping lean, taking E, Percocet, purple drinks, Xanax, everything sound the same. Fuck, bunch of drug addicts in the house of pain. Woo, hope you niggas suffer till you pop a vein. Yeah, this shit made your mother wanna ovulate. Yeah, this shit make conductors wanna stop a train. Gucci, Fendi, Louis, Prada, Dolce. Back when I was broken, no one know me. I couldn't afford it, and now that I got the money, I don't even want this shit, cause it ain't for me. I always been myself, you don't know me. Yeah, I was so depressed, I was lonely. The man on the horse, all I had was Ralph Lauren, then I went inside a deal and bought a pony. Yeah, I'm taking it back and then I'm smacking you bitches and laughing and I'm killing them, hacking and I'm sending your body right back to them. You wonder what's happening, I'm flipping new syllables, acronyms. I guess I'm practicing, you fuckers are fucking embarrassing. You ain't gonna be happy when I'm on top and I'm gonna be popping, or you gonna be dropping like birds dropping all on your conscience. All you niggas are watching, I'm spitting, slapping all on your coffin. I repeat, you lost and you fucking sleeping, your pillow talking and you dream all day, that's per year. All your whole niggas in your purse here. I'm your favorite rapper's worst fear. Raised in the mud crying dirt tears. Just a bunch of kids in a high chair. Couldn't get a buzz even if you had light year. Wouldn't get no love even if your heart's right here. Niggas got guns, don't nobody wanna fight fair, no. Hit him with the Ric Flair and a suplex. I ain't never been scared, bitch, you're ruthless. Raised by the ghetto, know some games that I get them, split them right down the middle like a fucking duplex. Breaking nigga toes, make them do the two-step. Crib full of hoes, now I feel like you have. Got a bad stripper bitch, all we do is have sex. And she loves sucking dick, so I call her loose neck. Making a panic with my shit and I'm flipping the bandages. I'm ready to handle and dismantle and crushing and vanishing. I hit him and slam him in the walls and I got him enchanted in my fucking hands. And I'm holding hammers, banging and slamming, killing him in the ambulance. They're dying, they bleeding, they trembling. I'm really sick and I got him stiff as a fucking mannequin. I paint a picture, Picasso vision all on my ceiling fin. I got him swinging, they on my dick and grabbing my pants again. I own a dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. I ain't Spanish, but I know the lingo. Atlantic told me that my flow 100, but my album ain't coming unless I got a fucking single. Well, I don't give a fuck about no hit record. I'ma just remix y'all shit and get big off it. I'ma just murder every motherfucking beat while I'm dreaming, get paid in my motherfucking sleep. Goddamn. Gucci gang, Louis gang, Fendi gang, Dolce gang, Sachi gang, Prada gang, lot of gangs. I don't really fuck with no brand names. Join about to go on a rampage. Ooh, they don't wanna see me let the chopper bang. Whoa, get this bitch jumping like Shabba rank. Yeah, what's a little pump to a rocket flame? Woo, Gucci gang, Fendi gang, Prada gang. Yeah, all you new rappers don't talk about shit except doing drugs. Wonder how you got a name, huh? Sipping lean, taking E, Percocet, purple drinks, Xanax, everything sound the same. Fuck, bunch of drug addicts in the house of pain, and all you niggas suffer till you pop a vein, huh? Gucci gang, Fendi gang, Prada gang. Woo, I don't really fuck with no brand names. Yeah.
last Alchemist and I don't know, Enigma.
Two.
Thanks and have fun.
First blood too.
Got it covered, man.
My Lord.
Don't die. Trade just try to not die.
No. So I can kill him and then greedy.
I was low as fuck, man.
Catching up. Wish we could kill him now. And I knew it. Thought I had a stick for some reason. Like pressing my stick charges.
Said it.
Who got it though? Oh, on. Okay. Launcher for that. Oh, it is turning. Not it again? Fuck. Not looking good. Walk of shame. A little tired too from all those long ass games.
Is that?
Drop item, pick up on the phone.
I'm only having 13 souls.
You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on the skag and skip out for bid during commercials because the revolution will not be televised.
This right here for the number one shit with your number one. You ain't number one, just another one. Now everybody saying that they number one. Ring the alarm, the caterpillar keeps firing. Oh, we in the war, where butterflies keep dying. I'm a product of Parker, Lewis, and Kubiak. If I didn't do this, where in the fuck would you be at? See, there's a difference between us. When I spit hit arenas, you would drip from my penis. I eat lions and sip hyenas. You number one when it come to slaughtered mics. I'm trying to be number one in my son and daughter life. All you niggas, my little rapper babies. Y'all my children, y'all bit my shit and contracted rabies. Don't you grade me next to these rappers, baby, that's degrading. My style got so many different facets, I switch into so many different patches. I'm skipping class to be fascinating. My pen is like Big Ben and shit, just a classic waiting. Your favorite rapper come at me, I just decapitating. Out here congratulating these haspers who had their highs. These rappers only when they match just because they strategize. I bring adequate to these patterns and here's my battle cry. Ring the alarm, the caterpillars fire.
I'm walking. Now you get it.
Fuck, we lost it.
What the fuck, you have blink?
Hey, block.
This right here for the number one shit with your number one. You ain't number one, just another one. Now everybody saying that they number one, kid, think you number one quick. Number one song, get your number one chick. Number one fly with your number one kid. When it's all done, then your number gon' swing. Hold up, wait a minute, guess what I'ma never do? Show so much respect to you that I feel like we're friends, so now we no longer competitors. That could be the death of you. Never let someone who's not as smart as you gas you up and tell you something you never knew. Always stay professional, you always gonna make revenue. Don't let people next to you that don't want the best for you. It's completely normal to hold on to a regret or two. I do what I wanna do, they do what I let them do. Everything these niggas be saying is a fucking lie. It's nothing I can say to you that is real. Remember when you praising the butterfly. Don't you ever disrespect the fucking caterpillar. This right here for the number one. Number one shit with your number one. You ain't number one, just another one. Now everybody saying that the number one kid, think your number one quit. Number one song, get your number one chick. Number one fly with your number one kid. When it's all done, then your number gon' switch.
You're looking at a tiller, the psychopath, the killer, the caterpillar. Don't tell me when I'm supposed to rap until, especially when your favorite rapper ain't even half as ill as ever. Still attracts a banana peel, attack of the silverback gorilla. You're having a little trouble fathoming this is actually happening, like Anderson Silverback when he snapped the shit in half and then had the shit hanging by a flap of skin after he tried to plant the shit back on the mat again. Had to pin on batty like eyelids when they're blinking a lot. You copy me, but you're not. You can't be butterflies. My offsprings are this moss. I see that thing, I'ma squash it and rip the wings of it off. So ring the alarm, pull the extinguishers off the wall, set the sprinklers off. Like Jada Pinkett and Queen Latifah till the shingles come off the roof. Wheels shout at the ceiling, slaughterhouse in the building, middle fingers aloft. Say what I think when I rhyme in ink pen. I talk in a language I speak, it's my mind. Kingpin and penguin combined, spit like it's king of the Dota. Singular thought, I think I will help you distinguish apart the frogs from the cream of the crop. Wait a minute, hold up like a flashcard. Damn dog, Zach copying or paying homage. Sad because dad taught you to rap as a damn toddler. My dad is your grandfather. I have to rehatch on you. Come back as a black wasp. Half yellow jacket, you can't swat a Sasquatch dancing on top of an ant. Trample it and stomp it, smash it and stand on it. Damn it, I can't stop it. The rap is a badge and I'm going in like a tampon in this bitch. It's a manslaughter. Stamping out grasshoppers. You can't be no rap gods. In fact, you're exact opposite. You make a wax song and can't hold a candle, but even Danielson wax off. You jack offs. Need to come to grips like a hand job. The boom bap is coming back with an axe to mumble rap, lumberjack with a hacksaw. Number one, but my pencils are number twos, cause that's all I do is when I'm poop is my suit. And I'm on the down like a prostitute when I'm dropping a deuce. And when I'm producing them lyrical bow movements, these beats are like my saloons, cause these bars always got my stools in them. And I don't need Metamucil to loosen them. Bitch, shit is real like I pooped Jerusalem. I'm about to go spin another cocoon, and I'm cutting you from your mother's womb, then I'm flushing you.
Oh yeah.
I'm on same time.
Shit, you gonna die, bro? Silence. You got ulti? What? What?
Calculated.
That was good.
And will I get 6, man? 9 minutes in.
I had it dropped.
Okay,
Shit,
yeah.
I didn't use that. That's the first. Bottom is not.
Wait. Drop item. Heaven.
Yeah.
God, you're dead as fuck.
I have drop. Right.
Auntie, I have auntie. We can turn.
The ulti is there. I healed you. I healed you, motherfucker, tank! For me! Pardon!
I'm coming. This guy has some.
you're playing solo or party, well, good night. I'm playing low prayer, bro.
You died in the power.
My PC, my power backup at my house didn't work. So I had to. So I played 3 LP games, 1-3, my 4th. No, tower. Fucking tower, man. I don't know how to see us with this.
Why my other lane people are so poor? Look at the items.
Just garbage. Not Denzi. Pavan?
Oh, please.
I thought my language was a hard one.
Cockroach comes.
Fuck?
I got a dust if that cockroach comes.
While the rest of my team is eating shit, man. Are you been trying?
Are you?
Pit lock, go bottom. What the fuck are you doing here? Defense bottom.
There is no defense bottom, man. Game is
let's go bottom, let's go bottom. You got TP? You can TP? I can give you a TP.
You got a fucking TP.
I don't know.
It's a walking cow, man.
Drop it.
Drop. Go, you do it. He won't die, he have 300 mana only.
ASRock had no mana.
Yeah, but his max mana was 300. I gotta deal like 200 damage from the mana.
Oh, that was a mana build. Okay. I got okay, oops. From top.
Took my steak. Wank wank.
Of course.
Can he leave? A little help, sir. Get out, King. There you go, motherfucker.
What the fuck can I do? Hit lock! Stop fucking farming and have tea!
4. Some games,
Runner, get the fuck out of the jungle, man! Fuck's sake, you have ulti? Alright, level 10 now.
Ulti is level 10. Because of BH is not taking it out, you know?
By the time this guy gets his battle for him. Bum. Ow. Mana for it. Ow.
Killing spree.
Probably warded. Oh, fuck it.
Enemy's middle tower has fallen. I guess they built on a fault line.
Pam para pam pam para pam pam.
Pretty good move.
Come on.
Is worse than the disease. My tissues run.
With honor.
I run rancid. Marks the spot. Yes.
Duration 4.5. Maybe I should max this now. I should have maxed this.
Infection.
So bless. Tatalus. So bored with this game. Some games are so interesting. Like the Medusa game was so interesting. Non-stop action till end. This game it's slow. TP my courier.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Okay, good sheet. I mean, a bounty. Different.
Bottom tower's gone. Nice, right?
Vader, are you on Instagram? Yes, man. It should be Mr. Vader on Instagram. Like Mr. Vader.
Yes.
Order.
I'll plague you.
Your middle tower's under attack.
Marks the spot.
We do have anti-mage though. So there is a late game. Ice scale, okay. Although I didn't go for any farming items. Saw him.
Prize is mine.
Vector of infection.
Fast cow. Fastest cow. Wow. Yeah, drop. Nice.
You better puff on over to your bottom tower.
Why don't you marry beautiful girl and carry on with your life? I don't know, man. I don't like the concept of marriage. It's a personal thing. Never been a big fan of marriage. Because you're stuck with someone for the rest of your life. Unless I find that one person. Oh my God. What is this stupid game? Get me out of here, man. This guy would have been dead, by the way, if he rocked, I think. Rocked and... I'm just roaming around aimlessly in this game. Kinda tired. I don't know why I'm playing. What's the side income? For now, nothing, man. But then, I don't need any side income for now. If I really need, I'll go find a work. Just like this game, I'm aimless in my life too. Games are a little bit of distraction. What do you do? Hey Vader and Shane in chat. Hey, what's up? Long time, couple. How are you, man? Is he ever gonna drop? No one's gonna use ultis? Oh. I'm dead. And they are there. This guy's still... Come around and just give it for what? Whoa. Rana. Oh, okay. I died to fucking men's spirit. Hey, that's it? I thought it's like 5 AM or something. The bounty and SF were bought. Lost tier 4. Lotus, man. I was hoping for a fun game like last one. Last one was fun. We had a Troll Warlord. We had a Shadow Shaman. Ursa. Non-stop fighting. There's like push, die, push, die. Probably I'll die again. Yeah, I'll probably die here. Hey. What do you do, hell yeah? He actually swapped him. Ah, gross. Oh man, why would you swap your carry into the fight? 20% goes strong. I'm going for that. Good again at home for a few days, saw you streaming, so thanks man. Much appreciated, because this is such a boring game. Nice to have some chat. Still not playing Dota? What about you, hell yeah? What games do you play? I see that you're active in like a lot of stuff, but I don't know what games you play. I'm thinking to get the new Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That looks fun. Yeah? Oh, I think he's giving up. Aww. Oh, bench. Why did you make this guy mad, man? Oh no. Thanks. These guys are throwing now. This is what I love about Dota. OCD. CSing with this hero fucking sucks balls. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Killing is free, yeah. Dominating. I was hoping he would track himself. That would be fun. What about streaming Red Dead Redemption? I don't have a PS4, man. Nice. Oh, I like. I would love. I'd love to play that game, but too bad. Bad I don't have PS4. Donate me a PS4, I'll stream day and night. I won't sleep until I finish the game. I kind of played the game like that when the first Red Dead. Like, it's not me totally playing it, but my roommate, not roommate, so we used to have like 2 houses in Masters. So my room, I got an Xbox 360 and they had PS4. So we used to like, if they need something to play, they used to come to my house. And if I need to play something on PS4, the first Red Dead was not PS4 exclusive. So like when I went to college, like my other friend, he used to play it. Like we used to like progress in the game. And like the main story quest, we used to do it together. Like I used to sit on couch, he used to do it. Stuff like that. We will definitely going. Yeah, I do. But I heard like there's gonna be microtransactions in the game. Not that excited if there's microtransactions. Oh, it's okay. What do I have? Stay with me, sir. Oh, shadow blink. Oh, notch. I'm actually excited for that game, but console exclusive. I don't know why they do that. Why wouldn't you want like have your game for all platforms? Shouldn't I give it to him? Where's my aim? I'll micro. More the items? Okay. If you have any song requests, let me know. I can play some songs that you like. Isolate some. Anti-mage die? It's okay if R8 wants to earn some from it. It's still worth buying. It's not okay, man. I'm gonna encourage everyone to do that. If all the good developers do it too. They'll be hiding content behind paid walls. Never a good thing. They're doing something like, you know, Siege or even GTA, like they have whole maps and stuff. Then maybe, sure. But if you're making a game at $60 and still keeping content in paid wall, I don't know. Depends on how you do it. I don't mind a DLC. Has to be like, you know, Witcher or something. Run. What is this? So low. What is this? Dash. Oh, Abyssal. Yeah, Rockstar. I was hearing bad things about GTA and Rockstar. Can't believe you won this game. So stupid. I have no clue what I was doing the whole game. I was just randomly doing stuff. Suddenly I was wicked sick. I was like 0-6 or some shit. All of a sudden I was like wicked sick. And then I had 2 more kills. This guy's speeding. Oh, he has a gem now. They could have easily won this. We had a DC Mirana. We're so far behind. Ah, yeah, my boy. Come to me. I need the gem. Taking. Where's my Mirana? I need like a E-Blade or something. Oh, Battlefield 5. It is a failure. Ah. Battlefield 5, man. Anytime you bring political agendas into game and force like political agendas are fine, but you can't force it down someone's throat. Like it has to be ambiguous. Like hey Superman, thanks for the host. Is he back? Oh, Mirana's back. Battlefield 5, they went full on retard mode. Why do they need attack speed? Game's over. The SCW things being plaguing all the industry, not just gaming. Like, yeah, we get it, man. Like, a lot of people are educated now. They know stuff. Like, oh no, women are not getting any jobs. Like, come on. My sister from India could do masters in other country. Women are not being pulled down. Like if they want to do it, they'll do it. There's a lot of big companies where the CEOs are women. Comment below the trailer. Hilarious, yeah. Hi. What you use for songs? Can we? Yes, you can. It should be song request, exclamation song request, and YouTube link. Let me know if it's like blocking the link. I need to like whitelist YouTube links. If someone knows how to do that, let me know. Like in Streamlabs. Something's blocked, or I can make you mod for a bit. Usually all mods can post links on Twitch, but if it's blocking your song request, let me know. Yay, one more I think. This game was boring as fuck, man. One more. 4 out of 4. Super lucky. Super unlucky in the term like my power backup didn't work. I had to give it to repair. Super lucky with the games today. So it's exclamation SR. Oh, it worked I think. Can you repeat that command again? I think it worked. Let me stop my Google Play. I did open. No. The first time it's like little buggy. I have to have some queue. It'll work now. Huh? It didn't? Like if I have one song, it'll start. Did it say like set up currency? Yes, I did. Currency. Oh. But I didn't keep currency for the song request yet. Eventually I'll do it, but for now, like yeah, I kept like anyone can use it. So in settings, you can see all the screen, right? Yeah. Buy you an LP. Like I was playing games in the morning and like my power went off, and my power backup, which usually I'll get like 3 hours or 4 hours. It decided to fuck off. I didn't keep any currency for now. I'm sure of it. See, 000. Max request though, you'll have like little bit. Why is it not working? Yeah, it should work. Like usually when I add one song, the first song always troubles. It's a little buggy. Import. Okay, let's try this. Song request. Alright, give me a different song. Let me try this. Copy. Login Kia chatbot. So yes, everything's logged in. Hope no one's smart enough to hack stuff. See the first song. Now try some different song on your end. It's always the first song. Like I have to keep something like every time through that import. It's for YouTube too. I disable YouTube because it's getting confused. So if someone's using Song Locus here and someone on YouTube is trying, it'll, because both are linked to my same account, there'll be like confusion. So I disable on YouTube. It's working, right? Yeah, it's only the first song. It's so weird. I don't know why it happened. See, it's only a queue now. It's so weird, man. It's been a while since I listened to the song. I'll play it once I'm in game. Let's watch some new songs. Where is it? This guy, dude, he's such an underrated guy. Joyner Lucas. Since Eminem, he became popular, but such an underrated singer, rapper. It's like a slight diss to Logic's. There's a rapper called Logic, and him and Joyner Lucas, they're having a beef. There's a song called Everyone Dies, and then he released a song I Don't Die.
I'm a fucking prodigy. I know that you've been envy, bitch. It ain't that hard to see. Don't you dare go fix your mouth to tell me that you proud of me. Ain't no choice to me, but loyalty still means a lot to me. Some niggas that go chop my arm right off and still reach out to me. I know you probably want that. Pick me up and take me on that ride.
This guy Chris Brown, he used to be Rihanna's old boyfriend.
Shut me down, shut me down, shut me down, shut me down, shut me down. That's alright. I don't die. But bad to the bone. Everybody wanna be so motherfucking bad to the ass for your loan. And you back in the cold. And I'm laughing at every single fag who didn't want me on half of these songs. It was that from the go. Just a bunch of little spoiled fucking bastards. Every single one laughing with joke. Nigga pass the Patron. I think I'ma go and drink until I pass out and then fall to the back of the road. But menage on my mind.
That sample is huge.
Been through so much, sometimes think that God
Which
ain't
one?
on
This
my
one?
side.
The flying?
I cut all my friends off and say y'all ain't on my vibe. And there's so much more to life than drinking, party all the time. Whoa, this gon' last a lifetime. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I text Jaden Smith and told that nigga he a icon. Don't get shit fucked up, just
I know this song. Which song are you talking about? The sample is UI. Music sample beat. Oh.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. Always had that dream like my daddy before me. So I started writing songs, I started writing stories.
Actually don't enjoy any of this years. Maybe it'll shake a little bit. It's been...
Cause only those I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told.
again.
Before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old.
Holy shit.
I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure. Cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was writing about everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be there.
Keep your song request now. This is Google Chrome, yes. We say it in the production. Yeah, I know the sample, babe. I just didn't know which song you're talking about. Yeah, most rap, like, they use sample beats from other. You work for music industry?
I bear the gift.
I need to keep this on the left screen. Yeah, that's Google Chrome. LP Forever. That guy's name is LP Forever. My safe lane. I play piano and stream. Oh.
Yes.
Let it go. Like once the queue is empty, I think you can add it again. You stream? Piano playing? I think once you wait, I can increase. I'll keep 5. Come on. You gotta save? I kept 5. You never told, man. Usually don't like check every follower's channel. You only come here when Superman. Come here. Let's see bot. I'll check your channel. I didn't know you stream. Please, I'll see no jungle. Not like this. So. Well, someone come bottom there. Bounty come bottom there. I'll check your channel. I have like 88 follows. Nice. Dude, just come, dude. Someone come bot. It's fine, just someone come bot. Maybe he's not. It doesn't know the hero. Just come bot. Bounty, come from bottom. For fuck's sake, Bounty, come farm bottom, dude. Play core. Yo, Bounty, come farm bottom. Oh my fucking God. Hey, I followed you. I never seen you stream. How to add song secure? It's exclamation SR and then YouTube link. Yep, that's it.
Any last not a whisper. Silence running.
Runes, bounty, runes.
Step ahead.
Lena.
Not a whisper. Yes.
Oh, thanks, bro. I might die though. Am I alive? Am I alive? Thank you.
My move.
Killing spree.
Yes.
No.
Attack. I make my move.
Maybe I should go for rank pulse.
Not a whisper.
Bounty gave you ward.
Yes.
Oh my god, she just ulted for that.
With quickness.
Your middle tower is
Your mind orders to me. Yes. Under attack. Not a whisper.
This is fun and all though.
top tower needs some help.
If I had to wager, I would say Arkin.
I make my move. Silent running.
Fuck their ancients. Oh, who took it? The bounty is one. Where my 6 now?
Ulti?
Not a whisper.
A Medusa though, that's a problem. But we are getting a lot of track though. I'm coming back. Probably should have gone to this.
Absolutely.
Over here we have your middle tower. Not being there no more.
Silent running.
They're unstoppable.
Silent
Wait for me, I'm coming too. I have global. Let's find this one again. Oh, top. Someone has to defend top.
Yes.
I have global. Courier going. Holy shit, this courier is loud.
Not a whisper. A step ahead.
Killing spree. I'd say wicked sick.
I have 28.
I'm paid for your secrets.
Radiant fortified constructions. Pretty good move if you ask me.
Not a whisper. Yes. Step I go. Yes.
Top, someone defend top.
Silent running. Onward.
I need one more. I need one more top. Top. On my way.
Speak your last.
Enemy's bottom tower's gone. Nice, right?
Keep tracking, I'm coming. Ah, never mind.
My move.
The blade mail is in backpack. Oh, okay. My bad. Throwbacks. Go.
Called in the fortification.
I go.
Ooh, your bottom tower, it's kind of bad. Rally the troops and get over there!
A step ahead. Silent running.
You need to get mid tower.
Yes.
Enemy's middle tower is no more.
Regen. Nope.
Illusion.
Are you even watching your top tower?
Not a whisper.
Be insane if I got regen there.
Silent running.
What did they do with?
Yes.
What's the ads for this guy? Did they change something? Probably need hex instead of ads. And you go, oh, GPM talent. We're close to it.
Not a whisper. Behold!
Come in.
With quickness. Yes.
Yeah, go on Medusa, I'm coming top. Oh, she's wait for me, bro. They need this. I have late game though, that's a problem. Lena went bloods. Luna just reset. Stupid versus stupid. Which stupid wins?
Disrespect.
Tower is under attack. This is one of the things in the backup.
Silent running.
No, that warded.
Not a whisper.
I had 38 stolen it.
Yes. Yes. I go.
Yeah. Go bottom, dude. Get this one. Don't let him TP. Wait for his TP, then. Sure, okay. Venom mid. He's coming top, I think.
Your middle tower's under attack.
Silent running. Step ahead.
Yeah. That is true. Saw that game. And that's when at this lead now.
Down your middle tower.
I go. I cut a path. Not a whisper. I go.
going, keep going. Oh, it should be Roshan. Six in. I'll just go back. I have global. Get the runes. Get the runes.
Yes.
Woo. Need to push top. Someone come with me top. There's a huge wave here. They're gonna defend and we can fight. Ulti dude, ulti. Bail ulti. Took so long.
I make my move.
If your mid tower could talk, it'd be pretty magical.
Yes. Yes.
The enemy bottom shrine is falling. Convenient fortified disguises. Pretty good move, if you ask me.
Double kill.
Yes.
DD bottom. I have global. But there's a huge wave top. Someone should farm it. Huge wave.
Not a whisper. Yes. Coin for me.
I'll farm it.
With quickness. Shut up. Advancement. Yes. Silent running. Silence is golden. Silently.
Might be smoked. Be careful. We need to group up, guys. Don't split up. We have good team fights.
I make my move.
You guys alone here. Oh. Benno, why do you keep going alone?
Your middle tower is under attack. And over here we have your middle tower. Not being there no more.
Ulti, Benno ulti. Benno, please don't go alone. Oh, he's dead again. Oh, well.
The bottom tower is under attack.
The one mistake they can win.
I cut a path.
Push top.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yes.
Let's Roshan. Oh. You have ulti? LC? I have gem. Get this clinks.
I make my move.
Oh, Roshan, I guess.
I go.
Clinks is top. Benno, please stop doing solo shit. Come with us.
Step ahead. Silent running. Scythe of Vice. Yes.
The enemy's top shrine has fallen.
Come with us, dude. How hard is it? Do you understand English? almost die. Let's end this. Come with us. Ulti. If you have buybacks, buyback. They have no buybacks.
They're unstoppable. Double kill.
Mega so.
Not a whisper.
Someone will be jungling.
No sound escape.
Watch for Sven. Watch for Sven. Hex incoming. Go.
With quickness.
Yo, let's end it. I have Hex.
I make my move.
Let's go. He has no mana shield, what the? man.
Silent running.
Out of LP.
Yes. I make my move. I'm paid for your silence. As the blades fly. With quickness.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Own it.
Yay, I'm out of LP, boys. 5 games, 5 wins. Easy peasy. This was pretty hard. They had super good late game. I was getting so much int early to mid. Good shit, man. It was a good game. His name is Fuck Pinos. 42 assists. Any track counts as of assist. But he did play well though. Can't take anything away from him. That was a hard fought victories. And I'm gonna go to bed. Games were stressful today. Hopefully tomorrow my power backup will be back. And I can play ranked in peace. Alright then. All 5 of you who are watching, thanks for watching. Ubi. Good night, see you. Good night, man couple. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. A good win streak, man. Apart from this fucking one abandon, pretty good win.